Trump is going to be president in 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is, but there's a plan, and President Trump will be the president in 28.
It absolutely mind boggles me how people could still not be taking this seriously. Like, for those that don't know who that guy was, that was Steve Bannon, who was a very close advisor to Trump in his first term. And so when a guy like that, with that level of closeness to the president, is saying stuff like this, you ought listen. Like, at this point, I'm pretty much 100% certain that barring health issues, because that is kind of the only thing that's standing in his way, the fact that he is an old-ass man with clear health issues. But barring that, like, if he doesn't die in office before then, I would say almost certainly he's going to be trying to get a third term in 2028. Like, this particular interview of Steve Bannon saying that Trump is going to be the president in 2028, this one's recent, but he's been saying this. He's been ringing this bell the whole presidency. And Trump himself has been saying similar stuff. I mean, they're pumping out Trump 2028 merch. They have been this entire presidency. I mean, if you could convince a foreign nation to bribe you with a brand new jet, you're going to want to fly in that brand new jet. And then you've got all the new additions, like the ballroom to the White House. Again, if you're going to go through the time and effort to get all these renovations and new additions made to the White House, and plus all the time and effort it took to extort all the millionaires and billionaires to donate the money for it. Because Trump loves to say that the new ballroom is being 100% funded by private donations, but the word private donations kind of takes on a whole new meaning when the way you get those private donations is by using your government power as the president to extort rich people for the donations. So, but the point is, he has a lot of incentives to try to get a third term, to try to stay in office longer, to try to overstay his welcome in the White House. Really, the only thing that would have been holding him back from going for a third term was the will to do it. Like, whether or not he had the will to try to implement and go through with a scheme to get a third term. But we know that he does. We know that because he tried to overthrow the government once in 2020. How are you going to tell me that a guy that's willing to overthrow the government once wouldn't be willing to overthrow the government twice, right? So I think at this point it is clear as day that he is going to try to get a third term. And anyone not taking that seriously is either not paying attention, or you're in denial, or you're dumb. That's the only options. He's going to try for a third term.